All right, guys, these are the printouts. This is how it prints out of the printer with the white border. And this is how it is once it's trimmed. You can use scissors or a paper trimmer. Okay, so I'm going to trim this one while you guys are with me. Let me see. I hope you guys can see. I'm just lining it up, trimming off the white excess. Okay, so I'm going to put that to the side. I also want to show you guys the paper type that I use. I use printable vinyl sticker paper. This is what I use, nothing fancy. It prints very vibrant and good for me. You can use whichever brand that you like. But again, this works for me. Also, what I forgot to say is when or if you Mod Podge your composition book, make sure once you Mod Podge, there's something in between here because I had to do a book over because it leaked through and it stuck to the pages, okay? So don't make that mistake that I made. Put something here to protect and then you can Mod Podge, okay? And once you do that, what I do is I open it up like that so that the cover is open so that it's not touching and it can air dry. Okay. So now we're going to take our label and apply it to our composition book. So what I do is I like to apply mine from the side. You can apply yours any way you want. So I'm just going to take the label off. Let me have a seat. Okay. And I'm just going to pull back a little bit, not the whole thing. And I'm going to flip it over and bend. Just make a little fold right there, okay? Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to line it up as close as possible to that little binding area. And I'm eyeballing it. And I just press a little bit down, going across, okay? So that looks good to me. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to peel a little bit. And with my squeegee, I'm going to go up and down as I peel. Okay? You probably can't see it, but that's what I'm doing. This is just to help eliminate any air bubbles. And take your time doing this. You don't have to rush. Okay? So then again, I gently go across just to make sure there's no air bubbles. Okay? So now you see that there is some overlap here. Okay? I see some people just, cut and fold that down, or you can cut it off. I just simply trim it off. I get the X-Acto knife. And don't cut the book like I just did. And just simply go around. cut all the way through. Um, Make sure your blade is sharp. I've been using this blade, so I probably need to change it. That's why it's not cutting as good. Okay. Okay, so what I do is I just look at the other side and see what more I might need to trim. I see I need to trim a little bit right here. But it's not showing on that side. So what I'll do is I'll grab my scissors. And I'll trim it from the front. Okay? And there you have it. I do the same thing to the back. Okay? I'm not going to do that one because it's just the same process as I did this. Again, having the overhang is fine. Just trim it off or fold it. It's up to you. I've seen people fold it and put something here. You can do that. I don't do that. But what I'm going to do now is apply the Mod Podge. Because I like to do one thing at a time so it can dry. I just don't know where my... Oh, here we go. Where my brush. So I'm going to take the brush, put it in the Mod Podge. You don't need a lot. And I'm just going to go across. And don't worry, it dries clear, even though it goes on white. Okay? And this is to seal it. You don't have to do this. This is just the step that I'm taking, just so that it doesn't scratch off the image or the ink. Okay? Do whatever works for you. And try to get even strokes. You can either go up and down or across. The process is up to you. If anyone knows a better sealer, let me know. I just tried this because I know it works for paper crafts and I had it on hand and I was like, oh, let me try to seal it with Mod Podge. And it dried perfectly. I liked how it looked. And again, up close, you can see, well, you can't really see, but the brushstrokes are there, but you really can't tell. They look more, um, you know, prevalent because it's on camera, but you really can't tell in person. Get a little bit more Mod Podge. And you see the mistake I just did? I'm sealing it and didn't put nothing in between. And I just realized it as I'm doing it. And this is an order. And God knows I don't want to have to print out again. Okay? So what I do is, just going to run my finger across here. And I'm just going to open that and let it dry. Okay? And there you have it. That's how I do my process. If you have an easier process or no easier ways, I'm here to listen. So have a great day. If you have any questions, please ask in a group and I'll try to answer them the best way I can.